Well, guys and gals, this is a VR to Happy-Go-Lucky Piper, who asked us for a video where we thank someone. And the first person I really want to thank is my wife. We've been together now for God knows how many years. We got married in 1972, I think. Yeah, 1972. Or was it 1971? Anyway, we got married. And she stuck with me through many trials, that poor girl. When we first got married, I was a male chauvinist pig, a factory worker who believed a woman's place was in the home, preferably in the kitchen. And when I came home for my dinner, I expected it on the table at the right temperature to eat, so that I could get back to work. But gradually I changed, thank God. And we've been through a lot of trials and troubles, most of them caused by me, but not all of them. And she stuck by me, as I said. I know people say about their wives, oh, she was the ideal wife, she was the perfect wife. But you know, Carolyn is a very, very special woman. Any woman who can say, nope, I want you to smoke indoors. It's your hobby and I've got my hobbies, and we do things together. So I sit here enjoying a pipe while she does her craft work. And I couldn't be happier. One of the greatest lessons that we learnt in our married life is that love is not a feeling. Love is a decision. We decide to love. And we can decide to love. Yeah, it's a decision based on feelings, but the main thing is to decide to love. If you decide to love and hold on to that decision, then your marriage can survive most things. I know it takes two, and it does, and I don't lessen the difficulties that marriages have, the trouble that sometimes we go through, and sometimes the need for a divorce. And I am in favour of divorce. I don't believe there's any point in staying in a destructive marriage. But I believe even in the most difficult situations, we can come through that if both parties decide to love, if necessary to forgive, and to carry on. That's not always easy, but Carolyn managed it and stayed with me. She stayed with me through my mental breakdowns. She stayed with me when I was a male chauvinist pig and really, really unreasonable. And she changed when I gave her a book called Women Who Run with Wolves, and that began to set her free, and our marriage continued and growed until now We've been together for over 50 years, I think. Not quite 50. Gold. Never mind. I'm going to make a fool of myself. But that love now is just comfortable with each other. Okay, all the red hot passion and stuff goes maybe with age, but something replaces it. The ability to be at one with each other, sometimes not even having to say things, sometimes saying the same thing at the same time. So my first person that I really want to thank is Carolyn. She means so much to me. There are several people that I could mention in the YTPC. But you know, that's more difficult because I love so many of you. I'm thankful for all of you, for all that you've given me, for the courage that you've given me, the courage to accept myself as I am, warts and all, the courage to post and not worry. And you've done that by accepting my posts, by accepting my failures and my mistakes and my sometimes colourful jokes and the odd swear word, which I know in America you don't do that much, or decent people don't, and I suppose decent people don't over here. But there again, I never was a decent person. I was always on the edge. There are people I want to thank. Ghost Cop, Crosby, Joshua Woods, and many more. People who have taught me about love, about giving, and about spirituality. And you know, each one of you in some way has given me so much. I can't think of one of you that I don't like, because you've been yourselves. You've tried as far as possible to be a brother and sister of the briar and of the leaf. I want to thank Happy Go Lucky Piper. I just love that gentle voice, that wise Jewish rabbi look. And Simon. My mind's sort of thinking of people that I've forgotten, or that their name has gone completely out of my mind. But I want to thank you. I want to thank my children as well. I got birthday presents this year. I think it's one of the first years that I've had birthday presents. My daughter bought me some brown bogey. She looked it up specially and saw that it was strong and thought, right, that's for Dad. I think she was trying to make me sick. But no, she bought me it. And Tim bought me a whole beard kit, including wax for the moustache. Unfortunately, my moustache is a bit thin. I wish I could sort of twist it out into a handlebar. But we shall see, we shall see. But there's beard oil, there's beard wash, there's all sorts of things in there. So I want to thank my children, because I must have been a rotten father when they were growing up, because I was ill and because I had a wicked temper. But they've stuck by it. And I've tried to give them the freedom that they deserve and try and treat them as adults and not children. So those are the people that I want to thank. I could mention emergency services and all those kind of people who give so much to our lives, our armed forces and our police force, those who put their lives at risk for us. But I'd feel quite false in doing so, not because I don't appreciate what they do, but because I never could do what they do. So I just commend them to you. I haven't said what I'm smoking. I'm smoking my sea urchin pipe, and I've surprised myself by putting Ennerdale Flake in it. When I first opened it and had my first pipeful of it, it tasted awful. It tasted as if I'd swallowed a bottle of scent. I was going to say ladies' scent, but as I borrowed Carolyn's perfume anyway, I thought but it tasted like that, like as if you'd swallowed a bottle of scent. When I was a young man, there was sort of dares to drink a bottle of aftershave and that kind of thing. I remember that with deep regret. But I've allowed it to stand for a bit in a jar, and it's still scented. But it's a lovely smoke. It's as if it's become part of the blend. It's not overpowering. It's there in the background, just adding the pleasure to a good flake. You know, one of the things you learn getting older is more about life and death, and about a deep spirituality that doesn't depend on faith, doesn't depend on the presence of a God, but that comes out of the heart of the universe, the heart of the world, and through our experiences as we grow old. One of you once said that I'd seemed to have lived several lifetimes. Well, maybe I have. I've certainly changed a lot several times. To change is to live. And change brings new experiences, new life, new love, new enjoyment, new difficulties to overcome. And hopefully, one day, I'll gain wisdom, real wisdom, to be able to give and listen to what people are saying. If you can do that, really listen, you don't have to give advice, because people feel heard. They feel that somebody cares, and they know that they have to work out things for themselves. No one can tell you how to live your life. They might try, but you don't have to take any notice of them. They might give you good advice, but the best advice I can give you is be yourself. Don't be worried. Life's too short for worry. Yeah, there'll be times where we get tired and where things go wrong. But essentially, life's for living. I'm sorry I've changed this into a thank you thing, to a bloody sermon. It's what happens when you used to be a vicar. Forgive me. But I am going to give you a blessing, because a blessing is part of Thanksgiving. You want a blessing on somebody who you're thankful for, who you care for, and who you love. So may each one of us, believers and non-believers, men, women, children, straight, gay, and in between, may each one of us and each one of you be richly blessed. May blessings fall upon you like spring rain. May they bring growth. May they bring wholeness. May they bring wisdom. But most of all, may they bring fun and laughter and hope into your lives. Thank you. Thank you all for just being you.